Hey, we are in here. We are in here. Full 94 podcast here on MTMV Sports. And I got the crew with me, man. Even a new face. Not really a new face. You may not just see him in a while. He's still an affiliate of the squad. Shout out to Derek Meyer, sir. How are you feeling this morning, G?
Doing well, doing well. How y'all doing?
Hey, I can't complain, man. I cannot complain. MVP JT, what's up, baby?
Yo, what's up, man? It's your boy, man. I'm here. Let's get it.
What up? Will T, how are you feeling this morning, Mr. 76ers? They closed it out, closed the saga. Doc was like, look, y'all not just keep talking about me, dog. What's up? How you feeling?
I'm hurt. We got it in blood. My man Embiid is out. But bring the Phantom of the Opera, man. That's what we need.
I love it. I love it. And shout out to Miss Emily Prentice. Hi, guys. What's going on? How are you this morning? Glad you were tuning in with us. We're going to have some fun here, man. Look, we got a lot to talk about. We got the playoffs. We got Katie's legacy. Are the Celtics really legit? Is it time to blow up the Jazz? And Booker's back. Is it time for the Suns to run? I'm really excited. We got some things to talk about, man. And we got the resident Celtics fan here, Mr. Derek Meyer. So you already know he's coming with facts and statistics, Mr. Analytics. And Will has, even in pregame, we were just talking, Will was not feeling any of it.
He talking spicy early, man. I'm not here for it.
I'm consistent with it, bro. That's all.
I will tell you this: the last few years that I have talked to Derek about the Celtics, every conversation is spicy. We're gonna
very
win.
spicy. He
get
heated, bro.
We're gonna I'll tell you this. Let me just give you a perfect example. Derek, let me ask you this: Did you believe that the Celtics would sweep the Nets?
I actually thought it was gonna go 5 because I thought the refs were gonna screw us over.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? I love it. Oh, say love you guys. Let's read the comment. Love you guys. Had a graduation now. We're going to kill it for you. Shout out to the graduation. You drive safe out there, man. Thank you for tuning in. But we got a lot to talk about here on the Full 94. Let's get to it. We ready? We here. What's going on? I'm loving. Look, I think the intro gets better and better. And even as we got to talk about Zion,
why he show up?
No, because he show up? Because Connie is a resident Zion fan.
Take him
He's
off
a resident
ASAP.
fan. And it's funny. We had a conversation about Zion and what he was doing, and it was probably 5 minutes into the show when we ran the intro, and I had just realized for the first time that he had Zion at every level. Did you see that he had a high school video, college video
for what?
And a dunk in the NBA. I'm telling you, man, Connie and Rick is the same way. He falls in love with potential. That's what Zion is right now.
Rick falls in love with everybody: the Lakers, the Celtics, the Jazz, the Warriors.
Oh yeah, he cannot be a Celtics fan. I'm telling you right now.
He's a potential guy. That's what I'm saying. It's like, bro, I think Zion is going to be good, but we got to see it. We got a glimpse. And then he hasn't played since. So it is what it is. Look, we are here to talk about the playoffs. We saw the Pelicans get eliminated, which they did honestly make that a really good series. I think I appreciated that. And I didn't think – I honestly thought it was going to be a sweep. CJ came to play. And I think that team really – what Willie is doing there, the Coach Willie, I think what he's doing there is having them really focus and buy into what they have going on. I didn't think CJ was going to come in and do the things that he did, but he did. And now that just the fire in that arena, you could see in the interview they had with Chris Paul after the game, after they closed it out, when he was like, "Man, the energy just hasn't been this in a while. Like this is the town that grew me." You know, you appreciate seeing that, man. But look, we're here to talk about the playoffs. So we're gonna talk about Phoenix. We're gonna talk about Dallas. Utah probably having to blow it up. I'm excited about the Miami and Philly series. We got to talk about it, and we know it's part of the reason I brought Derek in. There was no inclination. Like, I had no idea
None.
they were going to sweep. I had this going 7 games, and I told them it can go either way. I couldn't even make a decision because Boston, as much as it pains me to say, I'm gonna wash my mouth out with soap after the show. They've been the best team in the NBA since the All-Star break. And I was very impressed. I was looking to see what they would do in this series. And I mean, they surpassed any bar that anybody has set for them. We didn't think it was going to sweep them. So Derek, because I know you have a lot to say about the Celtics, I'm not going to start with you. Will, tell me what you saw in this series that led them to a sweep. These were good games. They weren't blowouts, right? They were good games. But what do you think made them see that? Did you see a sweep coming when you looked at the Celtics and the Nets?
I didn't see a sweep coming, but they were a team that were fully coming into their own. I know the talk had been Jalen and Jason not being able to play together, and I've been one of the people where I was just like, I'm not sure if they're going to be able to play together, but they played a great series. All in all, sure. I have to preface this by saying that, the Nets weren't what everyone expected that they were going to be, and I've been saying that all season.
They haven't been all season.
Everybody built the Nets up to be this juggernaut, and that's not what they were. They're not built to be that. It's not going to happen. I personally don't think Steve Nash is going to be the coach that's going to be able to lead that team. Kyrie got to decide if he wants to play basketball or if he wants to be a part-timer, and you got to get more support for that supporting cast. Stephen A. Smith did a whole lot of talking about how great that team was, and the Celtics exposed them. Mind you, the Celtics played amazing defense, and Tatum played both sides of the ball. So, you got to give credit to the Celtics, but also the Nets really wasn't they wasn't what they said they were.
Well, I think anytime you have 2 superstars on a team and one potential superstar in Ben for what he brings to the court, aside from the mental issues, like aside from what he's going through, we understood what he can be, right? We weren't looking for Ben to go out there and give us 26, 10, and 10. We were looking for 16, 18, 10, and 8. You should be able to orchestrate the offense, and you've been 6'8" point guards, good at passing and good at finishing. So for me, they haven't played good defense all year. Mm-hmm. We understood that. They've been good, but when you see a KD and a Kyrie, you expect something good. And I think what we're seeing was not only the emergence of Jason Tatum, but the emergence of that duo and that defense, that dog and that grit they have over in Boston. And I won't say that we didn't see this under the last coach. There were glimpses of it, but it wasn't this. So, Derek, I'm gonna come to you on this one. What do you see in the biggest change from the coaching changes, right? Because he didn't leave the team. He just basically got promoted and went up to basketball operations. But what did that look? What did that change in coaching and the play style, the different sets that you guys were running on both sides of the ball? What was the biggest thing that you saw?
Accountability. I think one of the things that Ime showed us immediately, we didn't even get a game before he started holding everybody accountable. But that's what we saw. He started challenging the players during the summer. This was something he wanted to make sure that we were better in assists. I think we were close to 27 or 28 in assists or something like that last year.
Yeah.
So that was one of the biggest things. Defense was another. But one of the biggest things for Tatum though was that Ime made sure that he challenged him to not be so buddy with opponents. Because you would see for the last couple of years, every time he's facing someone, especially when he faced Kyrie, it was all love and everything like that. And he basically told him, he challenged him yo, you gotta go at these guys. It can't be about, you just love up on these guys and, you kind of play a little pedestrian. And I think that's what pushed his game to the next level this year. Which is why I'm saying I think he has the ability to I think that's what allows him to play the way he does right now is the fact that he's going to be able to focus. I think
Yeah.
with Ime coming in and challenging him, challenging Robert Williams, he challenged Williams from the jump.
Yeah.
So I think that accountability is the difference between his coaching style and Brad's, because Brad was more so the guy that wanted to just take the blame, right? It was something that he wanted to take the blame for everything, losses, all that stuff. Excuse me. So that's the biggest change from last year to this year.
I think I like that. I think being able to see the accountability, and you can tell in the way that they play defense. Like we understood they could score the ball, right? But the way that they were playing defense was the one I was just like, wow. Yeah. Now, JT, now tell me, did you see the Celtics doing what they did in that first round against Brooklyn?
No, I did not. To be honest, I knew Boston was going to win it.
Yeah,
like I picked Boston to win it. I actually picked them to win it in 6. But
oh wow,
to do a sweep, bro.
So tell me, give me why in 6.
Because I figured KD and Kyrie was going to some way figure out a way to win at home. Like they were going to defend home court. Like Kyrie was going to probably drop 40. KD was going to drop 40, and supporting KD was going to do it just enough just to carry them through. I figured they were going to get 1 in Boston, 2 at home, and they probably could have. If they didn't get 2 at home, they were going to get 1 on the road. Yeah. But to see this sweep, like you said, it shows the emergence of Jason Tatum and the rest of the guys on the Celtics. Yeah. Like Marcus Smart was like, bro's like, we knew he could play defense. We knew this. Yeah. But he took it to another level.
Big facts.
You know what I'm saying?
But he had them buying in. I think Marcus kind of plays that Draymond role for them.
He does. And just to see that whole team like now finally gel, because over the years, like you said, like Derek said, we've heard the raft about Jalen and Jason, beefing. But now, bro, them boys, they just finna play together now. And if they continue to grow like this and add Robert Williams to it, bro, yeah, like this team, the Celtics is gonna be a force like for the next 2 to 3 years.
So tell me why in this next series, and shout out to Connie, appreciate you for joining us, brother.
What's up, guys?
My thing is, what are we looking at for in terms of this next series? Boston is going. I'm going to get off Boston, but I had to stay here for a little bit because I did invite Derek in here, so we did. I didn't want to pay him his due and give him his credit. We have talked back and forth as diehard Lakers fan and him a diehard Celtics fan. So we've been connected since we met years ago. I've had a few years on him, and now this year I have to shut up and be quiet and take my L's. So it is what it is. But I own that.
A lot of L's.
I'll sit in it. You know what I mean? So but the next series, what does that look like? I'll just go around quickly and what does that look like? They're going up against Milwaukee, who has better defense than the Nets, right? But also you're looking at a star in Giannis, right? Who doesn't play like KD. KD can score and shoot over you. Giannis is looking to get in the paint, and Robert Williams has been absolutely amazing. We saw the effect of him, even though they won those games. You saw the effect of not having him out there on the court and what that looked like for the back line of their defense. So give me something quick that looks like, what do you expect from this Milwaukee and Boston season for the Milwaukee and Boston series? And Connie, I'll start with you. What do you see coming in that series?
So I'm not gonna lie, man. The way that Boston played and showed up and showed out, because I still had high hopes for that Brooklyn team, and what wound up happening, man. You saw that team come out and play really hard and just show up, man. And I'm expecting the same thing for the next round. Now, I mean, I don't expect it to be a sweep, but I do expect, like I do expect like a 4-2 game. I mean, I don't see the Bucks coming out of this one, honestly. I don't, man. And I hate to say this because I do not like the Knicks, but I mean, I'm not Knicks. I do not like the Celtics as a Knicks fan. Knicks fans, please don't come at me.
Please don't come at me.
Please don't come at me in the comments. I don't like the Celtics at all. I don't like the Celtics. But I just saw something with that team, and I'm just like, yo, man, they're gonna play for real this season, man. And I don't it wouldn't pass me that they wind up being in the the Eastern Conference Finals.
Man, I tell you this. This is how I feel. If the Celtics beat Milwaukee, they're in the finals, and potentially finals winners. Because you faced an offensive juggernaut in Brooklyn, right? But if you go up and beat Milwaukee, now this might be a pick from this season. They're gonna swarm. They're gonna swarm him. So not having Chris Middleton is gonna be big for this series. I don't know when he's coming back. He may miss the whole series, but when you're missing your I would say they both play Batman and Robin, to be honest. But if I'm going for a closer, Chris Middleton is the closer for that team. So I don't know, man, what that looks like. But if they beat Milwaukee, they're in the finals and potentially winning. Taking number. What is it? What number is it? Is it 18, 17?
This. Oh, you know it's 18. You know it.
I mean, we have it.
You know it.
I just want to make sure. So we gotta make sure you don't get it. Okay, so I appreciate that. LeBron's behind the scenes doing something right now to make sure they still got the trophy count. You know what I mean? It's what it is.
Man,
but
let's be honest, man.
What do you see for that?
I can't even fathom. I can't even fathom the Knicks winning like 3 right now. Like y'all got 18, man. It's just. Well, y'all will eventually have 18.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually,
I don't even know if that's a true statement, but I digress.
You know what I mean? Like
I digress. But this is my thing. So excited for the next series of playoffs. Okay, Utah loses. Utah lost. Luka came out, missed the first game. We talked about it. We talked about this 2 weeks ago when we said if Utah loses this series, Luka misses the first couple of games, and they end up losing. You have to blow this team up and build around Donovan Mitchell. Now the question to me is, I haven't watched enough Utah games to know what Donovan Mitchell's game is. How do I build around that? And are they guaranteed to blow it up? And when I say blow it up, does that mean Quinn Snyder is gone, Rudy's gone, and you build around your star player and Donovan Mitchell? Will, I'm gonna come to you. What are you looking like for Utah to be at moving forward after they get knocked out? I mean, as I wouldn't say they were the favorites, but they weren't supposed to lose this series.
It's a wild card because Danny Ainge is literally in the front office, and we know what Danny Ainge does.
That's a fact.
We know what
Derek knows that very well.
The thing is that you're building around Donovan by default. I mean, I'm a Donovan fan, but the question you have to ask is, can he lead a team? Can he lead the championship team? Yeah. You can't build it around Rudy because, I mean, look, Luka was bodying Rudy during the series, like telling him
facts.
Like, you are the defensive player of the year, and you have not proven it. Like, you played in a great system. Getting rid of Rudy is going to be the better thing that you can do for that team because you still have the scoring. But it's a matter of if they can do it and what they can get back for it. I'm just not sold on Utah as how they're built in general. So, I mean, you're kind of building around Donovan by default. Donovan's a great player, but I'm just not sure if he's let me lead this team to a change. I'm not sure if he can be like Dwayne Wade was when he came to the Heat, which is a lot of the comparisons that you see, and that's the question.
Yeah. And I think what that team bringing in Dwayne Wade onto that Jazz staff was about Donovan Mitchell becoming better as a player and also building around him. So let's say this. We'll take Will T. Well, off of what Will just said. Quinn Snyder potentially gone. The Lakers are probably eyeing him right now, which I'm not even sure that they've had great regular seasons, but your post play has come into question a lot. You trade Rudy, you build around Donovan, you let go of Quinn Snyder. If we don't believe Donovan Mitchell is the guy to lead that team, what do you bring in? Do you bring in a headstrong point guard? Do you bring in a solid big man for him to roll off? Because all the issue has always been with Rudy is that his offensive game. He's not offensively, he is not a threat. So if you had to pick, and I'm gonna come to you, MVP, one, what does that look like in trying to bring in somebody to put around Donovan Mitchell if you believe Donovan Mitchell's not the guy to lead that team?
So me personally, like Will T said, I like Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah.
I think he can be the leader that leads that team. But it's going to take a coach to pull it out of him. Yeah. It's going to take someone to really just come in there and say, hey man, you are one of the top 10 players in the league right now.
Gotcha.
Like show that. You see what I'm saying? And also he will need a big man because Rudy Gobert ain't it.
Yeah.
Like
You gotta make faces, Connor. We seen your top 10. Keep going.
I'm not studying Cunny's top 10. Like his
Top 10 is trash. Scotty Barnes at number 10. Watch out.
Hey, man,
Jalen Green.
Scotty Barnes, baby.
But
no shit.
he needs a strong supporting cast around him.
Yeah.
And he thrives off the pick and roll. So he needs a big man that can, set that pick and roll to the basket.
Solid roller.
Yeah,
I think you need if you're gonna run the pick and roll and to be precise with it, you're gonna have to have a stretch four, right? But a solid stretch four who can shoot it from 15 to 20, but also finish at the rim. And I don't know who that looks like, but are we looking at Mitchell top 10? Listen, Mitchell top 10. I mean, I think what JT was saying that he has to have that type of confidence.
Yeah.
That he has to feel like he is a top 10 player in the league. My thing is, do we look at Donovan Mitchell like KD? Now,
no.
and when I say listen to what I'm saying, sir.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Do we look at him at KD? I'm not looking for KD to lead a team. I'm looking for KD to be KD. Go score the basketball.
Wait a minute. Why would you KD to lead the team?
Because he's not that leader.
We've seen it. OKC, they just got swept in Brooklyn. Come on, man.
Accountability.
The proof is in the pudding, bro.
No. He's not that leader. He's great offensive.
He has to be.
He can be the best player.
He's never been the leader.
He's not the leader of the team.
Yeah.
When he was in Golden State,
he wasn't the leader.
We understood who the leader. The most important player was Steph Curry. KD was the best player.
But KD has to be a leader.
He can't.
He can't.
He's incapable of being a leader, man.
He honestly
Look,
can't.
Hey, hold on. Let me
it's
tell you
like
about
trying to
this
make
quick,
sure
man.
he gets waves. He can't do it.
Bro, first off,
Hey,
don't be cracking on
like
this
that.
man hair. He has alopecia.
Somebody is cutting that hair, my boy. I'm just saying.
Wow.
Keep
Somebody's
that
cutting it.
Keep that man's name out your
Because even
mouth.
with all them naps, he still got a hairline. Somebody's cutting that nappy hair.
Somebody's cut that hair.
Somebody's
He's just not brushing it. That's all.
Bro, he trying to grow locks. Like
No,
really,
no, he's not.
Something.
No, he-
But Will, let me ask you this: you in the sense that we've watched his tenure in OKC, his tenure in Golden State, and his tenure now here in Brooklyn, where he is flamed out in 2 seasons. Right now, mind you, last season I get it. He gave all he could. I mean, we're talking about a size 16 toe, big toe on the 3-point line away from getting out of that series. My question to you though is, we've never looked to KD to be a leader. That's why he left OKC. I just want to play basketball, right? Same thing in Golden State. He got to do that. Steph and Draymond kind of led that squad. All he had to do out there was go out and score. So in Brooklyn,
He's the best
he doesn't have. Who's the leader on that team?
Miles, you can't use that phrase. I just want to play basketball. No, you can't use that, man.
Why not? That's what he wants to do.
Listen, you can't use that. This is why you can't use that, because we talked about Beasley. We talked about Beasley.
Yeah.
And I said, hey man, he just wanted to play basketball, and you was like, no, but at one point you gotta be blah blah blah. I'm like, so why KD getting the
Okay,
why KD
bro,
getting
you're comparing
no,
Michael
I'm not
Jordan to
comparing.
KD?
We're not comparing. What we're saying is, Beasley, he was a guy that said, I just want to play ball. You know what I mean? He just wanted to play ball.
But he wasn't drafted and brought to that team for that.
Every time the media got to him or whatever, oh, he needs to be more. He needs more. Even Miles was like,
they expected more out of him. He was brought to that team to be
the phrase, oh, he just wanted to play basketball. No, you can't use that.
You can because when Beasley came into the league, he was looked at to be the franchise changer, the primary scorer, and he didn't step up to that. He regressed to
what KD was supposed to be.
He
These
regressed.
are off. I don't even know why we're talking about Beasley and KD.
No. I'm not, no.
Exactly.
Will,
We talking about Michael Beasley
I was
here.
making a case. I was just making the case for Beasley because Beasley was
What
going through what
case?
he was going through.
No, you
But-
can't do that for
But
Beasley.
he just wanted to play basketball. That's all I was saying.
This is
But
what,
now-
this is
now
what
KD,
said.
KD just want to play basketball.
Beasley was
That's
never
it.
in the argument to be the best player in the NBA. KD is, I don't care what y'all say, hands down, KD is still the best player in the NBA. He
Facts.
has to step up and do it. If this was
Hey, hold on, man. Hold on. You ain't just gonna say what you want and then get support from MVP like that was
Right.
just an era statement. KD is not the best player in the
if
NBA. He
not
showed
the best
that
player.
last series.
who's the best player?
Who's
in the NBA?
better?
Who's you know what? I
If you,
won't
if you
even
say
get into
LeBron, you need to
who's
sit yourself out.
no because but you have LeBron at number 10 right now, so we can't even respect your
Bro,
top 10 right
LeBron,
now. What are we
LeBron's
talking
not in the
about?
playoffs. He's not in the playoffs. Listen,
You said
I
Tatum.
I need for you to start transitioning yourself to a new team because LeBron is on the back end, big homie.
Me? Oh, I'm not. I'm never leaving the Lakers, my
right
boy.
now,
That's,
right now, you're in year 20 of NBA 2K, and you still fixing LeBron's stats up to
but
make sure. That he can
but
still
you're
play.
telling me in year
that man got the
19
VR.
dropping 30 points, 10
Bro,
and 8. Like,
I
are
don't
you
wanna
kidding
hear-
me?
I don't want to hear.
He
year
got the
19.
VR codes.
Come on, man.
I don't want to hear year 19 when you did not make the playoffs. You had
But-
three other
What,
All-Stars.
but what I'm saying
Oh,
to you
man.
now is AD doesn't play half of the
You did
season.
not-
Russell is Russell, and LeBron still went out there and gave you 30 a game.
Giannis is
What
the
are
best.
you
Thank
talking
you.
about?
Answer the question. Who's the best?
KD
player-
didn't,
who's the
KD
best
didn't
Giannis.
get out of a series. He didn't win a game, my boy.
Miles.
LeBron doesn't. If LeBron goes in there and gets swept by the Celtics, we don't hear the last stuff.
Miles, I'm not trying to hear that. Who's
Oh,
the
no,
best?
he would get
accountability
swept
on
by the
KD.
Celtics.
He
Yeah,
failed.
bro.
Who's the best player in the
Bro,
NBA? Miles?
Glenn Murray has spoken. He said Giannis.
Giannis, I got Giannis.
I'll give you.
I got Giannis
for
right
me,
now.
For me, it's
But LeBron is still top 5 to me.
it's Giannis, Embiid, and KD in no order.
What's your top 5?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh man,
LeBron,
you gotta give me.
LeBron, and LeBron. Come on, bro.
We've had this conversation before.
Hey,
Why would
But that
we
was
do
2 years
Hey,
ago. What's
look,
your top
look,
5 right now?
Look.
Top 5 right
Miles,
now.
wait, hold on.
this
Miles' top
season.
5 is better than Derek's top 5 because Derek's top 5 is going to be the Stardust and doggone Boston.
You're a Knicks fan. I don't even want to hear it.
Hey, you wear that gray shirt a lot.
I think
Listen.
me.
I actually don't.
I think,
but it looks good on
Tay-
me. Looks good on the
I think
skin.
Every
Tatum
show
is
we
That's
do.
it.
up. If I had to go 5, I think KD is in my 5. I think
He
Giannis
has to
is-
be.
I think Giannis is number 1, right? I think, but my 5 is like big guys who move. Like I'm thinking Giannis. And I'm not having it in any order besides Giannis being number 1.
Yeah.
This season, I'm probably like Giannis, Joel, Yoke before that series he just played in. I think KD, and I think I honestly would say this season it'd probably between Bron and JT for 5, just because of the way he's played. That's just me.
Okay.
But I still think like LeBron. But this was our argument when me and Will got into it on MTV Live.
Mm-hmm.
Like he told me Bron was in top 10. He was like, I'll
I
let
know,
you know.
no, that's not
He
what I
might-
said.
I don't think. No,
That's not what I said.
that's
Connie,
what we
hear-
argued
that's not
about.
what I said.
And
I
that's
said
not
they
what he
he's
said.
top 10 though.
I
That's
said,
not what he
yo,
said.
he's not top 5, but he's still in my top 10. But he's at
He's
the
your
end.
number 10.
He's 37, bro. What
What
do
does
you
that
want from him?
mean?
What
Y'all
more
Y'all
do
having him at
what
number
do you
1.
Y'all
want
That's
should
what
from
that
give him an
means, bro.
advantage.
Wait, hold on,
He
hold on.
he
Y'all
averaged
had him at
30
number
a
one.
game at
That's what that
37.
means,
What are you
bro.
talking
Over
about?
like that hat you got on. You need to take that hat off.
Uh,
and you need to
watch
stop this and go find you a new team.
I'm not finding a new team. We gonna be back. We gonna be back.
No, you're not.
We gonna
No,
be
you're
back.
not.
Don't even worry
No, you're
about
not.
it.
No, no,
We
you're
gonna
not.
The
be
only
back.
Rick,
Don't even
throw
worry
the-
about it.
No, you're
the
not.
Make sure you
again,
mark
please.
this episode, okay?
Oh
All
yeah,
that
mark
smack
it,
y'all
mark
talking. We
it,
gonna
mark
be
it,
good.
and save my words. The
We gonna be
Lakers are
good.
going to be struggling for at least the next 3 years.
No, we gonna be
I'm
good.
not gonna say 3. I'm not gonna say 3.
Oh
Next
yeah,
year,
they don't
gonna
have
struggle when
picks.
LeBron leaves.
What picks do they have?
He gonna struggle when LeBron
Right.
leaves.
All the picks that they had, they
You're right.
gave away for AD, who's been in street
Listen,
clothes
listen,
for the better
listen,
part of the
listen,
year.
That's what
Listen
right
to what
now,
I'm
I-
saying
y'all
to you.
considering bringing in
We
Darvin
have never
and-
worried about picks. When's the last
No
time
joke.
we drafted some besides the 7 years we were out of the playoffs when we got D'Angelo and all of them?
Mhm.
Like we got D'Angelo, got Lonzo. That was the extent. Before that, it was Kobe, and we traded him on draft night.
Yeah, but you're also looking at stars. If you're looking, I'm not saying you have to have picks in order to draft the actual player you're looking for. You're talking about bringing in stars, right? You can't do
No, I'm
that.
just saying
when-
bringing in solid folks. I can't speak to
You
stars.
can't
but
even do that when
AD
you don't
and
have
Russell got to be
picks.
traded.
You
AD
can't even
and
do that
Russell
when you don't
gotta
have
be traded.
picks. Because what are you going to trade?
What you gonna trade?
We gonna
What are you
figure it
trading?
out. We
No,
gonna
you're
figure it
not.
out.
No, you're not.
Bring them people
Bro,
in.
y'all,
They gotta be able
the
to
worst
fit
thing y'all
the
did was trade Ingram, bro. Y'all didn't want to develop Ingram, bro.
No,
That's the
what they
worst
should
thing
have
y'all
done
did.
was what they should have done, and what I said when during this time period was wait a year to get AD. AD was coming. You did
was
not have to
coming.
get rid of the picks. You got not only got rid of the picks, but you got rid of the players that would have been on the bench to help
Come on now.
this
And
team.
these players are turning
Ingram,
out to be great
Lonzo, like
players. Yeah,
what are we talking about here?
Lonzo.
Everybody's
the
gonna
Lakers-
be
Lonzo's
good
a
away
defender.
from.
You have
No,
Caruso.
away
no.
from Bron.
No, no,
Y'all
no.
wanted to
Talk
trade
about
up.
that.
Y'all wanted to trade and try to get these doggone try to get Russell Westbrook, bro.
When you
And-
could have
and
gotten
get, you
I mean, that was
supposed to
that was a horrible trade. Let's not.
like. Why would you do that?
when you
That
could
was
have gotten
LeBron-
Rosen.
LeBron had made a
That was-
mistake.
That was on
No,
Brown.
no.
that was
It's
on
let's
Bron.
Bron wanted
look.
Westbrook.
It's LeBron, but it's the front office because they actually went through with it.
If I'm not mistaken,
Oh, I'll
didn't
give
they
you
have a chance to get Kyle Lowry, which I wouldn't
They
give
did.
up.
They
Yes.
didn't get
Yes.
And
Like,
Kyle Lowry
bro.
balling out now.
There was
And the
there
crazy
was a
part- and the crazy
couple-
part
look,
about it-
Hey, look, man, I'm not arguing. We didn't make some bad choices, okay?
Man,
But
but
listen,
no.
we
The
are
last few
because
years have been bad.
you're
We're
a
not gonna
Lakers
struggle for
fan. That's what we
next
are.
year.
'cause
I'm not a
AD and
Lakers
Russell
fan.
gone. We're gonna turn it into something.
But listen, I'm not a Lakers fan.
Man, y'all
but-
turn
How are they
everything,
gone? How are they
Y'all
gone?
turn
Have you seen
everything
the
to
books?
Bro,
tree
Who
stats.
Can you-
is taking
I'm not
them?
saying
Who's telling you
next
who's
year we're
taking
gonna win a championship. I'm saying we're gonna be relevant next
You're
year.
not going to be in
No,
the
you're not.
playoffs, let
No,
alone
at
relevant.
all.
bro.
Wait, time out.
Man,
They
you
will
gonna
make the
tell
playoffs.
me-
No, they're
They'll make-
not. They couldn't even get into the play-in this year.
Well,
How
they'll
are they
make,
going
they'll
to
make
get
the
playoffs?
play-in. They'll make the
But
play-in.
you,
'Cause-
How?
Bro,
Tell you how.
Tell me why.
Listen. I'm gonna tell you how.
80
LeBron
plays
said,
what?
the
30
fact
games?
that the play-in is the top.
listen. LeBron said,
What are we
out his
talking about?
mouth.
That's
the
10,
ceiling
that's
for
10
y'all.
teams that they couldn't beat.
Listen.
The play-in is the ceiling for
LeBron
y'all.
said
Let's-
out his mouth.
let's
and
keep
I
it a
quote,
buck.
LeBron said out of his mouth, and I quote, "I would never miss the playoffs again in my career."
Yeah, he also had a
That-
hairline at the beginning of the year.
But
Whoa.
God, stop it.
wow.
Have you
I
seen
don't
Russell
believe.
Westbrook play?
I don't know. Listen, yes,
He's
but
in
guess
Hollywood,
what? We
bro.
can't just put it all
gotta
on
stop.
him.
I didn't put
Coaching,
it on him.
coaching is an
There was
issue.
there was coaching. There was no defense. Russell Westbrook 80 plays 30 games out of the 82. There was a lot that went into that.
Yes.
Yeah, I
so
grant it. I'm saying that won't happen next year. Some way, somehow,
will.
Rob will figure out how
Miles,
to
I
get rid
can
of
name you
Russell.
You believe
I-
way too much in
I
Rob,
think
bro.
I think they're gonna bring back AD, which I don't agree with. But I feel like if he's gonna be on the court, like keep him. But if he can't be on the court, so you got
Bro.
to let him go and,
You are
and go
not
ahead and just
But hold on,
let that boat sail.
hold on, Miles. Really, please tell me, where are you trading him?
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
You're not going to get rid of
I don't
him.
know.
Have you
We
seen
talked
the
about
contract?
Malcolm Brogdon and Buddy Hield from the Pacers. They were
Have you seen the contract, bro?
yeah, $47 million, bro.
Bro, you were not
You're
taking
not
into
moving
consideration
him.
the number of
But look,
teams
I have two
right now in
teams.
the West
There's
that are
only a
better.
few teams that want him.
There are, but
And
you
then-
have-
Who wants him for that
because
price?
he's an expiring contract. He's in the last year of his contract.
Right, but
For teams
who
who
wants
are
him for that price,
rebuilding,
though?
Indiana Pacers fit into that bill. I forget the other team, but there were two offers on the table at the end of the season. The one from Indiana with Malcolm and Buddy Hield, which I would take. I would
Yeah,
just
because you
get
should
off
have
of
taken
Russell.
Buddy Hield beginning of the year.
Exactly.
Oh, for sure.
Buddy Hill
For
should have
sure.
been there
I don't
from the
disagree with
beginning.
you. I don't disagree
Buddy
with
Hield
you.
is not. Buddy Hield is not gonna.
You're
take
not getting Buddy Hield,
from the
bro.
play into the
This is
top
the problem
five.
with y'all, bro. Y'all need to stop being delusional and understand what is actually
Thank you.
happening.
Oh my God, you said the words out of my mouth.
What is actually happening?
Wow.
Like,
Tell me what's happening. What am I delusional
Very
about?
Wow.
you're
me
delusional
what-
that you're going to be able to move
what-
AD and or Westbrook. You're not moving
We're
either
gonna
one
move.
of them.
We're gonna move
Hold
Russell.
on. Hold on.
Russell's gone.
Let me say
Oh
this.
my God.
For what?
So when he gets traded, I'm gonna text you. I'm gonna text you the trade, and I'm gonna tell you what we got. Russell's gone, bro.
For
Now,
what?
the-
No. Please tell
The
me.
AD thing.
Please tell
I
me
don't know
who is
about
actually.
AD.
Hold on. Tell me who's going to go get Westbrook then. Who's trading for Westbrook at this point?
Teams who
Ross.
need expiring
Yeah.
contracts.
Rick Ross for 3 lemon pepper Wingstop.
Hey, watch out, bro. Chill out. Chill out. Let's get back to these playoffs. We'll take a whole nother episode to talk about the Lakers right now.
Oh,
'Cause
please.
this could
Please
go on,
invite
and
me for that
and
one.
We're gonna make it happen.
I would
Now,
love to talk
This
about
Golden
this is special.
State
What you
and
talking about?
Memphis.
This is special. What you talking
Golden
about?
Golden State and Memphis. I'm excited for. I'm
That's
excited for
gonna-
Steph.
Oh,
I'm excited
man.
for Ja. I think this is going to be a
Man.
great series. Are we writing off are we writing off Memphis and what they've done? Number 2 in the West. They went ahead and moved on from Minnesota, which wasn't a bad team at all. They were solid. People they couldn't finish games. I think if they had people who finished games, Memphis didn't even make out of that series. Minnesota played well enough to win, didn't finish.
Oh,
Memphis,
I want to say one thing, Miles. I told you it wasn't going to be a quick game with Golden State and the Nuggets. You over here, I think the Nuggets going to pull it out, bro. You know what?
No. I said the Nuggets would make it a series, and he didn't.
No. You did not say no.
Potential MVP did nothing.
Will. What he said?
I said the Nuggets could do it. This is when Steph wasn't there, and then he starts coming off the bench. This is another
that was the
thing
best thing that was the best
This is
thing that ever
another thing
happened.
we got to talk about, and this is
true.
a knock. This is a knock on KD's legacy. Why the heck would you leave that type of team ball in Golden State? You had the most selfless
Because he
superstar
couldn't handle Draymond.
ever.
He couldn't handle Draymond. Draymond told him like it was, and he like, I don't like it here. I'm rough. I want to go somewhere where I'm respected.
You left Steve
Come
Kerr,
on, man.
Steph Curry, Clay, Dre for Kyrie Irving.
That's like when you got like the baddest girl in the world,
Baddest girl.
and you see
And
Shorty
she
over
could
there,
cook.
and Shorty over there, she got the EBT card, and she wear her.
EBT card, and she a little thick.
But then when you get over there, you realize
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my god!
she ain't got no money.
Look,
on
I'll tell you
that
this.
card,
No money, she can't cook.
and life is rough.
Real
And
rough.
And then you see your old girl out at Roof.
They should wear shacks.
You know what this was? What this really is. This is going.
She wear black
This is going to LA Fitness with one of your boys.
No,
You picked him up.
No,
you
we
rolled
already
with
getting the
him.
analogy.
He rolled with you. You got to LA Fitness, and you had 3 other guys that walked in. They looked super nice. Like, golly, they fired. But he my boy.
Because you saw him dunk twice.
I gotta take him back to the crib. I gotta play with him. That's what KD did. He said, "Man, y'all nice. We won championships, but Kyrie, my man."
But bro,
And he failed. It was a bad decision.
like Westside said, Draymond was too real.
Right.
Like if you think, look at KD's career. Who was Westbrook never held him accountable.
Fact.
James Harden never held him accountable.
Mhm.
When he got to Golden State, he was held accountable.
Big facts.
In Brooklyn,
But you got 2 MVPs and 2 championships from him. So I mean, the accountability worked, my boy.
because it
Why
did
you
work.
leave?
It did work.
It did,
but
but
he
they could have went down as one of the greatest teams if they would have just kept them together. They would have had at least 3 more after
Listen,
that.
I'm gonna tell you what happened. I'm gonna
That's
tell you
a big fact.
what really happened. What really went on behind closed doors. The organization told him, "Hey, bro, we're not gonna break up the Splash Brothers because Clay's coming up for a contract soon. We got your championship. We're gonna let you go. Clay's not. I don't see Clay leaving. I don't see Steph leaving. I don't see Draymond leaving.
I wanted him so bad in Lakerland when that little rumor was going around. I was like,
everyone.
if they let that man go, please figure something out. I'll give you AD for Clay, no question.
Of
Take
course,
him. Bye.
Sometimes out of 10.
You were
Bye,
dealing
AD.
with
Be
AD for
safe.
Big Mac right now.
Come on.
Yeah.
Golden State is so well run. They got an entertainment team now. Like, I'm not
Big
leaving
fact.
a well-oiled machine
Big fact.
so I can
Right.
prove a point. My
But-
Lakers don't care about proving no point. You were still the
Trying to
best
win.
in the NBA, bro.
I'm just
Like,
trying to
you
win.
should
Man.
stay with the Bay. Like, why you do that
To
yourself?
be
But
honest
here's
with you, I would think even
Go
in
ahead,
that same
go ahead.
vein, my bad. Even in that same vein, like this is gonna hurt, right? But I would love to see. Maybe it's a hot take. Maybe it's a hot take. 2 years. Bronny's in the league in 2
Here we
years,
go.
right?
Oh my
Bro,
god!
listen to what I'm saying. Listen, can I say what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
Bronny's in the league
Duke, man.
in 2 years, right?
No. You're
Mhm.
gonna
He's
do 2
in the
years
league
at
in 2
Duke.
years.
Mhm.
You're gonna do 2 years at Duke. That's
He gonna
3
do 1
years.
year. He gonna do 1 year at Duke.
You're gonna do 2 years at
He
Duke.
gonna do 1 year.
Who say he's going to Duke?
That's a great question too. I'm just going along with the conversation. If
Bro,
Bronny's
that's
here
the
in
top
2
of his
years,
list.
Mhm.
Bronny's
Doing
here in
2
2
years at Duke.
Okay, look. So there's no
Duke already
way.
offered him. What you talking about?
There's no way the Lakers get Bron, right? Because they're not gonna be if he plays well enough and moves up into the top 10 or whatever, we won't be bad enough. With, yeah,
Bronny is going to be one of the
top 10
picks in that draft because of
Yeah.
LeBron. No,
Yeah.
because of LeBron. Because any team that gets Bronny gets LeBron.
Gets LeBron.
That's the only reason why he's going to be one of the top 10. That's the only reason why.
And I'm okay with that because I would like I would love new offensive sets, new coaching, and not a team that's so relied upon on LeBron.
Okay,
right?
Wait,
I'm okay. I'm a LeBron fan.
Wait, Miles, what's your point?
I gotta hear JT, go, man. I gotta hear because you struggling over there, bro.
First off, bro, y'all talking about LeBron James Jr.
Yes. Yeah. He's going to be a top 10 pick because of LeBron.
He's not better than Mikey. What are you talking about?
First off, bro, we're not even talking about
okay,
Mikey.
Listen.
Like, he's not better than Mikey.
I don't want to get into the conversation of who's coming out of high school. With my question, my statement was,
when you made that statement, it has to come up now. It has to come up. You can't.
If Bronny is in the league in 2 years,
bro.
Listen what I'm saying to you. If Bronny's coming in 2 years. Whatever team he goes to,
you got Mikey.
Bron will be there, right? Sign me, do whatever.
I
want to play with my son. That's my last year of my contract.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for that year because I believe that year he's no longer a Laker. You get what? And I only say that because I've seen LeBron James led teams. Either they're really good or they're really bad. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not. There's no mediocre like in the Eastern Conference, killed it. Western Conference, he didn't make it the first year, won the championship the second, and the last we make the play-in, and this year we don't make the play-in at all. And it's only because there is one way to play around LeBron James. Now, AD was supposed to be, you know what? I'll give you this: the way LeBron was supposed to end his career is the way Chris Paul's ending his now. You get what I'm saying to you? Mm-hmm. When Chris Paul decided to go to Phoenix, he knew he had a certified dog in Devin Booker and a shooter. That's what AD was supposed to be. And AD has not lived up to the hype whatsoever. Has played half of a season. He's played a full season in the last 3 seasons. Yeah. And that's part of the problem. So the issue is not only that LeBron is on the decline of his years, still a top player, but AD has not been anything as advertised. And if we can, I know we're going to get rid of Russell, but no matter what Derek says, I don't know what happens with AD. I have no idea. I would love to get off of him, but I feel like they're going to keep him with the potential, riding the potential thing. Yeah. I'm excited for a new offense, new coach, and what that looks like because I believe that the way LeBron's career is going to end is the way Chris Paul's will be ending. He knew what he was doing when he went to Phoenix.
Can I say one thing real quick?
Yeah.
I would like to thank Anthony Davis for one thing. I want to thank him and his father for making sure AD did not come to Boston. Thank you, God. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Whatever. Bro.
But what
he got me a ring. So
no. That was a bubble. But please tell me though.
Thank you. Asterisk season. Thank you.
I wouldn't say the asterisk. It's not an asterisk. It's a championship. It's a championship. It's a championship. But they got a championship because of the bubble. Because AD was injured.
It was
Rondo was injured.
I don't.
When the season
it was Kobe.
No. I give you that.
They did it for Kobe.
No. It wasn't.
No. We got time to rest.
That's why I says
AD and LeBron got time to rest, and they came in.
They got rest. Rondo got rest.
Yes.
So, but tell me though, your point was about KD though. Were you saying that you think Brooklyn's going to get Bronny?
No. I think whatever that team looks like, LeBron's going to follow them. For me, the problem for me and KD is nobody's really ever held him accountable, and we saw that in this last playoff series. Besides
that was coaching too,
because that's what we were doing. Steve Nash has to be better. If he wants to keep that job and keep those, he has to be better.
He's not.
I don't know what that looks like.
Do you know what
a full healthy Ben? That'll be helpful next season. But
no, but do you know what one of the biggest things for Brooklyn was though?
What's that?
What's that?
They had Ime Udoka on their bench
They
last season.
did.
You had the opportunity to hire him as your head coach and not
Right.
Steve Nash.
Right.
If Brooklyn had him as his coach, they wouldn't have even been in this position that they're in right now, because you know what
I'll
would
give
have
you
happened? They would not have traded Jared Allen, Karis LeVert, Spencer Dinwiddie. They would have had size on the wing. They would have. They wouldn't even been a 7 seed. They would have been probably a 2 or 3, and
Bro,
it
this
wouldn't
one
have been
word's
going
spitting,
against
dog.
Boston. They likely could have beaten Boston if they didn't have what they have now,
Wow.
because they would have had depth. You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying? With
I'm
coaching.
I'm not
I
mad
think
at
if you
that.
want to fix Brooklyn, I think you gotta let Steve Nash go. I think you bring in Mark Jackson.
No, don't do that to that black man. Don't do that. Don't do
No,
that.
you need to bring in. Listen, you
Bring
got
in a
to.
coach.
Big Mark the
This is why you bring in Mark Jackson. You bring in
I'm
Mark
the
Jackson
Lakers.
one because Mark Jackson is not going to hold his tongue. You're going to be held accountable when you're playing for Mark Jackson.
That's why you need to be a
One of the
Lakers.
greatest point guards ever. I think Kyrie would do good under him. Also, if Kyrie doesn't
So
do
with
good
LeBron.
under him, then that's a sign that you have. Come on, bro, with the LeBron stuff.
He
Let
ain't going to the
LeBron go, bro.
Lakers.
He at home, bro. He at home. He on vacation, man. He just put up an Instagram post, man.
Yeah, so is KD. What are you talking about?
Yeah, those are.
I would
very
love Mark
interesting
Jackson as a
trunks that he
coach.
had on,
But
too.
I'd love it.
I think Mark Jackson
Very
has-
little shorts.
Those are very interesting.
I think overall you need to reconsider the front office, because when you consider the
Oh, for
fact
sure.
that they got rid of
He
Jared
wear
Allen
short
and
shorts.
Karis LeVert, like
Yeah.
you had a whole class that was already like ready set, and you
Yeah.
and you
Don't pay
did
no
too much.
attention to JT.
So
man.
you gotta bring in, and then you gotta figure out Ben Simmons. If Ben still
You
can't
have
play,
to.
you gotta start considering what you're gonna do, because
Okay.
unless Rich Paul gonna come out there and play, Rich Paul gotta figure out where.
Okay, so let me ask this question: do y'all think Ben Simmons really want to play basketball?
I'm not doing this right now.
I'm not able to speak
I'm
about
not- I'm
whether
not
he
doing
wants
it.
to play basketball, but I think it is a mental thing that's going on with
Like
him.
because bro, we see you out here warming up. We see you saying that okay. I think it said that where he may play, but all of a sudden you don't play and sit on the bench looking like a Jolly Rancher.
It's the Kardashian curse.
Wow, come on, dog.
It's the Kardashian curse.
It's not the
I think he
Kardashian.
tried to hype himself up.
That boy said a Jolly Rancher. Look,
He tried to hype himself up.
I don't know what's
I love
going
it.
on with Ben, man. But
Bro,
we're gonna
can,
see.
can I make a case for somebody? I wanted to make
Your-
a case
but
for
your
this
cases be
for this coach, man.
outlandish,
'Cause I think
I thought you were gonna say Jalen Green or Scotty Barnes or somebody. My bad.
stop, man. But he's tied to Toronto.
Oh
He
No, I
gonna
wanted to
build-
make a case, man.
gonna be like building-
I
bringing
think
Phil
Brooklyn
Jackson.
Brooklyn should go after Dwayne Casey, bro. Like I think they should go after him, bro.
That's not a bad. That
That's
might have
not
been one of
bad.
your best. That one of your best cases here.
He's in Detroit,
You've
right?
been off the wall a little bit.
I
He's
like
in
the
Detroit,
one case,
right?
but he's not.
He's been off
in
the
Detroit,
wall a
yeah.
little bit. What?
Yeah, the
He's
way
not-
all,
he's
you-
not
all your
based
takes
off
are
the
off the wall.
course.
Yeah, it's true. That's true.
He not
But
No,
this
no,
is the special.
he's in Detroit right now.
I don't think I'm leaving
this
the
is
Pistons
playoff
for the Nets
special.
right now.
We gotta talk about it.
I don't
They
think
got
I'm,
a solid. I like Cunningham.
I don't think I'm leaving the Pistons for the Nets right now.
I like Cunningham and Jeremy Grant. They got
Yeah.
something to build around.
They
You
got
better
Now,
me.
now let's get to it, man. We got 8 teams left. Phoenix versus Dallas, Golden State versus Memphis, Miami versus Philly, and Milwaukee versus Boston. Now, quickly, I want you to give me your takes. We'll end it up, and we'll continue this conversation next week. As well, Derek, we got to get you back on. If you are free, sir, definitely come back on. You're always welcome here on the Full 94.
For sure.
I really want this whole playoffs thing to be over with, so we can start talking about the Celtics. I hate inviting you during the Celtics run. It is what it is, and I think it's the reason why you're on here. So, give me quickly, Phoenix and Dallas. Who you got, Connie?
Man, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with Dallas, man. I love Luka.
And what?
Dallas in. I'm gonna go Dallas in 7.
Dallas and 7. Will.
Safe.
Phoenix in 6.
Phoenix and 6. JT.
Phoenix in 6.
All right. Derek. Your face.
It's Phoenix in 6 for sure.
Phoenix and 6. I'm probably going Phoenix and 6 too. I think if they do win, Luka has to be absolutely. He got to be Luka legend on that one. Golden State and Memphis. JT, who you got?
I got Golden State as 5.
Golden State and Jesus. Okay, Derek.
I think I got Golden State in 7. Jaren Jackson is going to be a matchup nightmare.
That's a big fact. Golden State and 7. Will, who you got?
Jaren Jackson couldn't handle Cat. Golden State in 6.
Got it.
Golden State in 6.
Golden State in 6. I like Golden State in 6. I think Philly's it's a hard fought team. They'll make it interesting, but they won't win that one. Right. I'm gonna lead. Let's go Miami Philly, bro. Miami Philly. I'm gonna go to the Philly fan. Will, talk to me.
Honestly, it's gonna be Philly in 7 because it's gonna depend on when Joel comes. When it's gonna depend on when Joel comes back. Yeah. This is a really good matchup for the Sixers, but depend on James Harden playing like he played in the last game against Toronto, and what game Joel ends up comes in and playing. He has a mask, so he potentially could come back at the start of the series. So
okay, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at JT. What you at?
Like Will T said, it depends on when Joel come back. But bro, I'm taking Miami in 6.
Miami in 6. Derek, who you got?
I think I'm going Miami in 5. Because listen, I understand the mask. Hold on, Will. Listen to me real fast, okay? I'm gonna make this real quick. It's not disrespectful. Embiid is not there, okay? He's not going to be there. And if he comes back, it's gonna be later in the series. We saw what happened. We saw what happened when everything happened with his thumb being injured, right?
The beard got to be hard though,
and that's not gonna happen.
But you realize Jimmy Butler has knee inflammation. Kyle Lowry is out with injury, and the Sixers beat the Heat without Joel Embiid.
I understand all that, but you have dogs on Miami's team, and you don't have dogs in Philly outside of Embiid right now.
You missing the point. They don't have Kyle Lowry, and they potentially don't have.
They always do this before I go to pick, man. I don't even know
why. Who you got? Miami and Philly.
Man, give me the crib in 5, man.
I'm not mad at it. I got Miami is really good. I'm gonna go with James Harden playoff performance. I'm gonna go Miami in 6, and move over to Philly and not Philly, Boston and Milwaukee. Derek, give it to me.
I'm gonna say
your confidence.
I'm gonna say Boston. I'm gonna say Boston in 6.
In 6.
Yeah, probably 5, but I'm gonna say 6.
What?
Just because. No. And listen to me real quick. Chris Middleton is really big for them. Every time Boston faces Milwaukee, Middleton turns into Michael Jordan.
Yeah,
so
this is fact.
Like with him not being there, this is not the same team as last year. It's gonna be real big, but this is not the same team as last year. They are still really good, but I think Middleton not being there is going to be a problem for them offensively. And with Boston's defense, it's just Giannis is going to be Giannis. But if you remember seeing Giannis against Horford, which I know people are going to laugh at me about that, but Horford, if you watch
he plays defense,
he plays like you have Horford Williams, Grant Williams, who nobody talks about, and Marcus Smart defensively on Giannis, throwing. They got a lot to throw at him. Yeah, it's gonna be a nightmare for them. So
I give it to. I'm excited to see it. JT, who you got?
So I'm looking back over the season series. They split 2-2.
Yeah.
Both teams won at home. I'm taking the Celtics in 6.
Celtics in 6.
And reason being, I think they're on another level right now. Yeah. And then, like you guys just explained, like Robert Williams, Horford, Marcus Smart, without Chris Middleton, I don't see them. I don't see Drew Holiday stepping up. I don't see Lopez stepping up.
Nothing crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm taking Boston in 6.
He just got a ring. That's all. Connie, what's up? Milwaukee and Boston.
So does Kuzma.
So wow.
Don't compare Kuzma to Drew Holiday. Don't do that.
Let's stop. Let's stop. I was gonna say, man, depending on how Drew Holiday plays, you know, if he's gonna be a lockdown defender this in this round, but honestly, I don't see it going past 6 games, so I'm gonna go Boston in 6.
Sheesh. Okay, I'm not mad. Will, what you got?
Derek said Chris Middleton beat the Celtics, turning into Michael Jordan. So I'm already discounting the Celtics.
Have you watched him play?
Yes, I have. And he blew it in there. Let's cut this out. At the end of the day, yes, but Milwaukee is still a championship team. At most, this is going 6. I'm going to say Milwaukee in 5. You negating Bobby Portis. You negating, I don't know what JT was talking about, but the fact of Drew Holiday not showing up in the playoffs, that's
no. I didn't say the playoffs. I said I don't think he's gonna show up for the series.
Nah, Drew Holiday will show up. That's no worries. And then you still got Brook Lopez down bottom. Yes, the Celtics are nice, but the Bucks play big.
They do.
I don't see the Celtics outdoing them in that championship pedigree. So we're gonna go with Milwaukee.
What?
Don't do it. Don't even do it. You got your time. Will got his time. It is what it is.
I'm gonna leave it alone.
We're gonna see. Look,
disrespectfully spicy I am right now.
He's only doing that because I chose Miami. That's it.
No, listen. We got it. We're gonna let these games play, and next Saturday we're gonna have a whole conversation about this whole thing. So I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all for coming through. Appreciate y'all having a good conversation. You know what I mean? JT, appreciate you stepping in. Derek, appreciate you stepping in. Look, 494 door is always wide open, man. So I will not say I expect to see you next Saturday. I will say I hope to see you next Saturday. Come through. You let me know by like Wednesday or Thursday. I'll send you what we're talking about. You can get prepared, get your statements ready. But love always.
He's going to.
I'm always prepared.
He's going to send it Friday at 11:59 p.m.
Or you can send it.
Or I can just sleep at the beginning of the show and not be on. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? So
you can send it Saturday at 9:45. I'll be ready.
You know,
I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Look, man, we appreciate you guys always tuning in for us with the 494 here on MTMV Sports. Got MTMV live every Wednesday. 9:30. Show up, come kick it with us. If you want to support the team, MTMV Sports on Cash App. Support us in any way. Everything goes back to the company. So we appreciate y'all for tuning in with us, kicking it. I want to say if you like the pictures, like everything that's happening, we got a producer this week. So shout out to our producer. I think that's something we need to implement moving forward. And how do we do it with somebody who's not on screen, who's behind the scenes making this thing happen? Because these were key. Even the pictures. Even
funny.
You know what I mean? I absolutely love it. So as we go out, can you play that intro for me as we go out? And shout out to the 494 here on MTMV Sports.
Before we go, so I just wanted to say, Emily, Sports Talk with C, congratulations. She's going down to get her own
graduation,
degree.
yeah.
Bro, we are so proud of her,
Absolutely.
man. If y'all knew behind the scenes how much that young lady worked and put in the hours and time to put in to get her degree, y'all would be like, oh man, astounding. Like this is astounding.
Today's a day to celebrate, man. Shout out to C, man, and what she got going on. Interviews, NCAA, WNBA, NBA. She's a part of it all.
She's working, bro.
She's doing big things.
So shout out to sis. Shout out to graduating this weekend. That's the reason she wasn't able to be with us. But she will be back next Saturday to tell us all about it, man. So we appreciate y'all for tuning in here on 494 podcast on MTV Sports, man. Y'all be safe, be easy.